My mother's nickname was T.O.O.G. From the time she was a child until she took her last breath at 41, that's what she went by. I once asked her why everyone called her that and what it meant. She told me that it was just the nickname. One day I went to my grandmother and I asked her the same, "Grandma, why do you call my mama T.O.O.G.?" But my grandmother's response didn't change. "I don't know, baby, it was just a nickname. It didn't mean anything." For some reason, that answer was always unacceptable to me. Maybe it was the way that I lost my mama. Was only 12 years old when she died suddenly, and 12-year-old Tessie thought that was the end of me. And from that time, I would always sit and I would ponder, I would think, and I would wonder, why me? Why my mama? What's the reason for all of this? And I hated that stupid cliche, something good is gonna come out of this. What good could possibly come out of growing up without the one meant to guide me through this battlefield that I was birthed in? The one for whom I would gladly travel to this world's end if it meant that she could hold me in her arms again. My mother's nickname was T.O.O.G, and they didn't know why, but for some reason I just couldn't let it fly. I couldn't let my mother's life pass me by faster than the blink of an eye and have it not be worth it. I couldn't continue to sit idly by and squander my purpose. My mother sowed seeds in me and I had to birth it. My mother's nickname was T.O.O.G, T.O.O.G, and it means true opportunities of greatness. That's what she was. That's what I am. That's what every person walking this earth is. My mother T.O.O.G placed it in me, and God has given me the charge of spreading the message. And side note, make sure you cop a few shirts so I can continue this work. I got hoodies too. They'll keep you nice and toasty, but for right now, I'd like to make a toast to my mama T.O.O.G, the original T.O.O.G. It was meant for grandma to call you that, and it is my honor. It is my honor to call myself the same. And to anybody out there hearing this, not that you ever needed it, but you got my permission to also go by my mama's name. So let's cheers to us, to true opportunities of greatness. All right, y'all, it's True Opportunities of Greatness Tuesday. Welcome. Thank you guys for checking out that video. So this episode, I called it The Legacy of T.O.O.G, The Legacy of T.O.O.G, and as you heard in that poem, T.O.O.G was my mother's nickname. So this episode, I know the first one I talked about, me and leaving corporate America and what I'm doing and pursuing my writing. But for this episode, I just wanted to take a step back and kind of just, explain T.O.O.G and where it came from and what it means to me, and what I'm trying to do with it. So that poem is a great reflection, in my opinion, a great reflection of T.O.O.G. But to just give a little bit more, details on that, my mother's nickname was T.O.O.G, and how I came up with True Opportunities of Greatness. My brother and I, we were talking about getting matching tattoos in our mother's honor, and this was maybe, I was probably 18 or 19 years old, so this is over a decade ago, long time ago. We were talking about this, and we were saying, maybe we get her signature, maybe we get, a picture, this, that, and then we decided, what about if we get her nickname? What about if we get T.O.O.G tattooed on us? And in talking about it, I was like, well, wait, what if we make T.O.O.G mean something? Like, what if we have it stand for something? And so we took a step back and started thinking about it, and then I reached back out to my brother and I was like, what about True Opportunities of Greatness? And the way I explained it to my brother is just like I said in the poem, it would symbolize what we are. You and I are both true opportunities of greatness, despite this great loss that has happened in our lives. Losing our mother so young, we're both still true opportunities of greatness. And he liked it. He liked the idea. And so we decided, all right, that's what we're going to get. We're going to figure out how to get that tatted on us. And side note, that was over a decade ago, and neither one of us have gotten the tattoo yet. I don't know whatever happened with that. But neither one of us ever got the tattoo. But that was the birth of True Opportunities of Greatness. Now, back then when I came up with that for the tattoo, I would have never thought that, all these years later, it would evolve into what it has. But here we are, here I am. But as the years went by, I think just having that meaning of T.O.O.G for me really helped to motivate me and kind of keep me going, and just always having that in the back of my head when times got hard, that this is what I am. I'm doing this. My life is a dedication to my mom. When my mom was alive, all I wanted to do was make her proud. All I wanted to do was grow up, get rich, and buy her a big house to live in, for all the hard work and sacrifices she was making for me and my brother when we were kids. And so when she passed away, obviously all of those kind of dreams and aspirations of the future and the life and things that I wanted to give back to her went away with her. But, in having that meaning of T.O.O.G always kind of being in the back of my head, it motivated me in the hard times when I just felt like giving up to keep going, that I am, a true opportunity of greatness, that, I'm doing this for my mom, for her legacy, to make her proud. I know, she's looking down on me and she's here with me in all these times. And so that really helped to kind of carry me through a lot of hard times. And then as the years went by, and I started to think about, what I'm doing, what path I want to go on, T.O.O.G kept coming up as something that I needed to pursue in a different way than just one day finally getting it tattooed on me with my brother. And so originally I started thinking about True Opportunities of Greatness as a literacy program. I'm from a small town. You don't hear a lot about Sumter, South Carolina, like in the main national world or whatever. But me, growing up, I never thought I could be a poet or a writer or any of the things that I'm doing. And so I was like, maybe, True Opportunities of Greatness, I could go to schools and, talk to kids about literacy and writing, and I could start in my hometown. And so that's kind of the original intention. And then I never did that. More time passed, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out more ways to make money, multiple streams of income, different streams of revenue is the thing. You gotta be, making money, and more than just, I work a job and get paid. So I'm like, all right, T.O.O.G, maybe I would do like real estate. T.O.O.G, True Opportunities of Greatness, would be like real estate. So I started looking into that, and was looking into investment properties and how to go down that path. And I don't remember what happened, but I stopped. I didn't continue pursuing that path. And then I started just going to schools and talking to kids about poetry, just as me, just for free. There was no money attached to it. There was no real intention other than just going to schools, talking to kids, and trying to motivate them to understand that they are great, and that their current situations and circumstances don't necessarily have to define their futures. And so I did that a few times, and it went really well. The kids really enjoyed it. The teachers really enjoyed it. They were always very happy and thankful that I came. And that just brought me back around to, wanting to do this more, and wanting to really have this be a focus of my time. And so when I, decided to leave corporate America and pursue my writing, I just felt like it was only right that I also pursue True Opportunities of Greatness once and for all, for real, going for it 100%, putting my time and efforts and energy into it. And here we are. So True Opportunities of Greatness is focused on, me going to schools, talking to kids, and putting on workshops and writing workshops. I'm in the process of getting certified in social emotional learning so that I can better relate and create programs and workshops for the kids that I'll be talking to. So I'm really excited about that. So that's T.O.O.G, that's True Opportunities of Greatness. And it really does reflect who my mom was too, which is amazing that her nickname could lead me to come up with a meaning of this True Opportunities of Greatness, and then one day lead me into taking it to where I'm actually using it to encourage kids, because that's really who my mom was for me. I talked a lot as a kid. I was always told I talked too much. People wanted me to shut up. People wanted me to stop singing every song on the radio. My mom was literally the only one to encourage me not to shut up. She was the one to encourage me to keep talking as much as I wanted to. I don't know if she was always listening to me, but she never told me to shut up. She always had some kind of response for whatever I was saying, even if she just made it up off the top of her head because she had no idea what I was talking about. But she always encouraged that in me, and honestly, I don't know that I would be here doing this if it was not for her back then. If I couldn't reach back into my past and remember how encouraging she was of me and of my talking so much, I don't know if I would be talking to you guys right now. I don't know if I would have had poetry and all of that in me to bring out. I don't know if I would have had the courage to bring it out. So it's just really a full circle thing, going from my mom's nickname to having this be my path that I'm on in life right now with True Opportunities of Greatness. So as I said in the poem, thank you to my mom. Cheers and a toast to my mom. Cheers and a toast to all of us out there who are true opportunities of greatness. I appreciate you guys for coming on this journey with me. Thank you guys for checking out another episode of T.O.O.G Tuesdays. I'll be back in another Tuesday, sharing more updates, more of what I have going on with my writing, more of what I have going on with T.O.O.G. As always, if you'd like to support, you can go to trueopportunitiesofgreatness.com. You can pick up, I got hoodies. I said in the poem, I got t-shirts, so I can continue this work. We got hoodies too. So definitely check out the website, trueopportunitiesofgreatness.com. Purchase some merch and just be on the lookout. Follow me, like the video, share it, subscribe to the YouTube, and keep up with me on this journey. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Crown Me Tessie. Out.